Alabusia exactly 29 minutes after 9. Hi, Adom 106.3 FM. Mpensenpensenmu Dwaso. Yede sedama away drinking water. But latest from Mekoswa can form out. Latest from your partner for life. Latest from Nkonya Omo mattress. I say yeah, corner baby our latest form. But open 1-seater, 2-seater, 3-seater L-shaped sofa. Well crafted, designer FFA, finishing the Duchem, latest form. Name of channels to say latest form in the social media. And to channel beyond that down, mention baby, our latest form, and papa, latest from your partner for life. Young Vita, Mekoswa Kanfu Bio, every say Young Vita, Yaman Colano, Young Vita, Emanim Pefieda, Young Vita, Eman Colani, Young Vita, Bien Colajimo. Young Vita flavors, you know, I am wheat, rice, an amazing wheat, I carbon. Young Vita, a delicious way to grow. I'll be for what I say, better check more Kratabia Basia of the National Democratic Congress. Yabeshim Kakra, but me ma bigger for Aquaba and Sana. NST Alkumi, I represented the New Patriotic Party, 2020 parliamentary candidate. NS Aquaba, Aquatia Starboy. I mean, as I'm doing, can be Biaboko there. Oh, Nyamia Dumboko, now, Nana. Only multimedia journalist for now. So anything now minimum man so and then I'm Ghana for new man for Nintino. I'm Brazil one. But the Moboni Achemu. Where Jim? Me Jim. Okay. And Zimbabwe, you know, Beba. Oh, Nyamiado. Ghana for Intimeba. Alhaj Muhammad Naziru, a senior communication officer NDC. Alhaj Mwakwaba. Baby Abakodia.
Alhamdulillah, I am Kupansi.
Great. Say NDC in your Mekoye.
Pim.
Yeah.
Ghana food now. There's a starting a multimedia for a Hamundeni Kekamoa. I don't know. Obina, I don't go here now. Moka was the one who
now me I'm a personal fighter. I mean, I know if I buy
comedian personal level.
They so called to say nipa me no kwa. Bisasa na no dey see.
They anano dey dey see o, dey see o, dey see. And dey see no. Eya de papa. Enti anka ba e kosu yi anka bibi esi.
Alhaji obede hu say we em fa aban ho. And I better twi aban be shim. We your personal level.
What do you? Yet to Omamu.
Yeah.
And MPP penny be. Yaman fan currency yi. A catcher say Jomba at a must be dear and a year crying to me. Put him there one. Nay, one what I said, Nana the damn crop part of the idea and okay, baby.
But that's it, I should be account.
The crack, said I'm buying as you because say it's a Casabu, say Dokwa Bayu, Nina, and say Uncle Bayan will be a Kusuya, Dokuyansi, Obia, Benedicico, Bia,
Alhaj Medase, Yantuaso, I was here for Mesaka Kratabi from the National Democratic Congress, dated 17th April 2023. We are addressing to the chairperson, Council of State, Accra, dear sir. Appointment of Dr. Peter Apiahene and Hajia Salima Ahmed Tijani as members of the Electoral Commission by the President under Article 72 of the 1992 Constitution. We bring warm greetings from the National Democratic Congress NDC to you and the highly esteemed members of the Council of State. We trust that this letter finds you well. We write to you in connection with a recent event that has left many Ghanaian citizens concerned about the gatekeeping role of the Council of State as mandated by the 1992 Constitution relative to the appointment of persons to the constitutionally independent Electoral Commission by the President of the Republic. We make reference, and regrettably so, to news of the swearing in of one Dr. Peter Apiahene and one Hajia Salima Ahmed Tijani as newly appointed members of the Electoral Commission by His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo on 20th March 2023. We have observed and followed the clamor of rejection and condemnation that the appointment of Dr. Apiahene and Hajia Salima to the Electoral Commission has received from multiple stakeholders of our democracy. Article 72 of the 1992 Constitution requires that in appointing persons to the Electoral Commission, the President shall do so, acting on advice of the Council of State. The article provides as follows. The President shall, acting on the advice of the Council of State, appoint the Chairman, Deputy Chairman, and other members of the Electoral Commission. In the specific case of Dr. Apiahene, some political parties, civil society organizations, faith-based organizations, political watchers, and other concerned neutrals have criticized what they consider to be the appointment of a publicly known headliner and irredeemably partisan new patriotic party activist to fill one of the vacancies that has become available at the Electoral Commission following the recent retirement of 3 members of the commission. It goes on blah, 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 and I must say, deeply bothered by these concerns and on assumption that the President sought and obtained the advice of the Council of State as required by the Constitution before making this appointment. We wish to draw the attention of the Council of State to the following facts as we know. And I'm going to describe it, Dr. Apiahene, blah, 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 a member of 2022 Bono Regional Election Committee of the MPP, Bono Regional IT Director for Election 2020 MPP, Bono Regional D-Day Coordinator for Election 2020 MPP, member of the National Research and Data Analysis Team for Election 2020 MPP, Regional Coalition Officer for MPP Internal Coalition for Election 2020, member of the Bono Regional Communication Team of MPP, blah, 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 Dosso. Okay, so Naziru to end. Naziru, so we'll let away if you must fear your neighbor to the Council of State. And then Panam Council of State a year with this appointment of President Mbeki.
Yo, you're the chair from a chief for now for you now. As I saw a chair in production team. Many honest, being not Mr. Jana Khan, Adom Acutia. Enti ne ho akama to say why wild. I wish him well. But we are your better seat review, your better star. But I think say a statement now NDC the two journal and Opawi very clear, yeah, and can and nipa yede anase eku a yede statement no a direct here say yede complain koto wo mu no okọ yamra pon ni mu a article 72 a kapefe say sa enjishaya no amampanyi na na do danko akofado ye appointment of the electoral commissioners no was say obeya woni Council of States edi ekita ho na sa ekita ho no a trepepe say omampanyi entumi mfiti prekope enye ne ope e wo so ye bibia to say ye bia ezan say sa commission no commission omo ye referee for na omo ye referees no esefata say de bia no ye behu woni a wo ho no as crudgy as possible even or yen the sign cry no I wouldn't say sign the power unni bibia or be bata no ho a ebema ne dwuma na obedi no amanfo enya doubt wo ho let me say the rationale for constitutionality ni laws I bata ho ni nyina no say ne be ya omuye omudwuma bi obi abeje edi na yakoyedi na ye da sore ya na omampanyi dada Rawlings awonya ne baby ko or the two ena eje to me answer ye ko democracy ni ne ekeka ono kra ntube anya akukudru an appointed party for an kugu electoral commission yes and say ordinary democracy ne and so I mean this singular act goes to confirm Professor Ali Mazuri's position the last time oba Ghana so okugu say nipa mienu and no de ohun so mo great democrats in Africa ba ko Kwame Nkrumah ba ko former President Rawlings a sign sana mtuwi ni womu ana womu kutia sa atsemu na Ali Mazuri kaya no enne womu na omo ya ade a wo da sore kura wo dwene ho a enye yi omo so omo from patriots efre omo se omo ya democrats na omo na kabima men kabi no womu ehya ase ni ne ekeka ho eye den na party member pefe uye no e de koto ho se ombe referee be any mono, and yes, we appointment of Dr. Apia Hen. Oh, say so glaring. Watinari adia me ye wahi as side man no so o ye bi Emma MPP. Then I say MPP for so munim and meti MPP for bebre. Woman nyina kase wia utimi won say we boapayo calculated attempt to adulterate and I say obliterate democratic processes now. Yen nyina no the envy of all in the on the continent. It's I said for the past 30 years. We have been able to sustain democracy, no matter how bad it goes. You winning election, you lose election, you court, MPP before court, respecting the democratic processes to the end. Now we start a two and 1 way and why there are ample evidence to prove. Or the radio so ekasama MPP ne kasa ne mukura. I can even give you some of the tapes. See how wait me about ne kasa no on kase MPP was yen MPP for that is why he said in his statement ne radio programs be brain now why any nyina no into the say nipa we koto na o kasa on be referee e den e na Ghana for and I say yen in NDC be dia to mu say bibi ba na say Akwenye bi ba umwiaba emfama MB. No, what shows you can't do that? So Nasri Mamimbi Sawasem. So if you are appointed to an independent public institution, does it mean say because we are activists of NDC Intino, to me enya what Juma said yes and fata. Is that what you are saying? There are a lot of independent public institutions. So when you make it be what do you call it? Auditor General. A BA Auditor General. Yeah. And then Domolebo or Wahi. A BA the Bank of Ghana. Nasiru or Wahi. Those are the questions we are asking. So when you Americano, they are all independent institutes, but when a fa abatwa yabetu NDC ni MPP na yakwaye akwaye 120. Now we expect to say the umpire and I said the referee no e so independent like the previous ones we have seen. Say Omampenyin and Ado Danko Akufo, and you can Google it. Ya appointee Charlotte say no officer Charlotte say appointment no. Charlotte say has never, there is nobody a watch me actually Charlotte say party cards or NDC. But the fact said John Ramani Muhammad appointee in a keke. MPP had a problem with it. And I mean what? They raised issues, including the president today, Nana Danko Akufo. Okay, Charlotte say Nsem. Is she not independent? Who has been able to prove say Charlotte say has even once sat in an NDC meeting before, and our branch way in NDC. But in the case of Apia, everybody knows say or a card-bearing member of MPP or you active in defending the cause of the MPP. And then Omano acquire referee. Inti say ye nyina yete hey ye bobo has ne kotoko bobo na hariza ko ne ba akoka say ono obedi referee has ne kotoko for bepini. Omompini. I mean this is logic. So one kasa wo pese ye say democracy no bon hu ban ya anamontu we ye ntu. Haji ano ye ka ho asem. Obi ani. Ne ye say affiliation with the MPP. Meaning, I can say, ne papa ambassador. I was serving under this MPP. Ne sister, our Maslow. MPP for now appointing. So these people are, politically colored, and they are tilted towards certain ideology. We have to defend it at all costs. That appointment goes a long way to enhance and embolden the position of MPP for Kra. A police for Kra to be free any and Kasa say, Sans and 7 years. Position MPP for Kra and say, one more or cost of back from 1 more power Emma NDC. So the panel Kasasa now we are was 38 to an Monseya. aba badwen baben and a better as I can say obedience. I mean it's logic. We have so common. Nipa no ti ho o mampanyi na nado dan kwa kufo de obi ne num ton se ono or the power bema MPP. On fam obia. Director of operations at the presidency. Waka se power there. Kosro ba from omo de bema MPP. Omo fam NDC bia. Endra edrechi ya Easter brenimu. Yetie na Minister of Agriculture so kai. A kosoro back from power yamfa ma obia yamfa ma NDC bia na nipa ne ka we nyina abi na wo historical antecedent why since 1992 and a year beto aba nipa bako 9 ewuda since when since 1992 himfa na ya to aba wo beka say ye de nipa abo awura ye the coalition center na polling station na ye botu ekum nipa. The case of Ablekuma Central, one Abbas. Yamenfa the currency, Menkai, Ebusiavo Yao. Woko Bono Regional. One more, your boy won't touch mine. Your boat will, it was a force, brute force. For the first time in the history of the Fourth Republic, what him say, Meno Yeti, we can never enter into the plenary of Parliament. What take parliament? You did be our more correspondent, one police in here and as a security manner, or take parliament more or garden member of parliament and a speaker. You're both parliament with arms, and yes, or more back at with arms, and then another Danko Akufo-Addo. Just to ensure that certain things will be done his way. Now, Otu Sana one way I baby. Besides that, your point is very clear. Council of State, you say only mu enye yavenze ending kita ho na mo advice no ansa wo tu sana mo nti ya betu omanim say mpanyimfo yi anamontuo a omampanyi atu ye no wakoyi ni party fo e na so mo be electoral commissioners nti afutu a mo tu no eno no ana say mo ade atum say fiti ndeko obi abeti be yi ni party ni say onkotena ho. And also say on 1 or 2 sana mono without recourse to near constitution and I say Mbrano Eka Article 72 Article 72 Eka.
Or 2 minutes.
Enti say omono mo 2 no for say enso ebete say o omono mo 2 no for na so na yenim enti say ya behu no ya behwe na ya ka sa asem no say be withdraw sa de pa no say yen withdraw but eda wo so because enhye wo so say ye ne wo mundi sankita ho nti wo no mo hwe Council of State no so akọ omo akọ say ahemfie en ya ban mu ana say ohene mpanyimfo ana say nananom asinkonya nti wo mo na bibi biara no wo so mo da wo no mo hwe they are not partisan. Omo mpanyimfo hwa na nanom asofo ne ne yakeka mpanyimfo ene ye de omo yesa de no aninto omo behwe ama womo abreso se womo be Council of State members no womo ayehwe han ama omo mpanyi atu party for se womo nkohwe election aye womo be referees ama yen elections e de asomdwe be ba enti bibi kosi a obi abeje atum enti na ye bisa Council of State no so immediately no na nka more Council of State mpanyimfo na omonso edu omonsi ya fancy ya frewo ebisa om say this is what is going on now say ban say mo kwenya prove say party for then initiative na mo beteke. I think those are the questions we need to be asking them. So omonso yetu amka they omo leave on our taxes enti mria so say yen starting be sawo mestre kura dia by the time we finish this program yen the chairman of Council of State yen friend na yen be say no the simple question of inti se prove na ye de come a wo mu no say sankrofo menu we MPP for sa prove no munya omo behwe say sankrofo no beto omo adwuma no so ana so say womo ebeye bibia say asotwen bi anase bibia womo atwe sa appointment no assign and now be advise president to on train sign
Mate,
those are the questions we need to be asking now.
Me da say Alhaj Muhammad Naziru a senior communication officer NDC now in Kano How would you justify this? Say, yet the Mokafa Charlotte saying when the appointment by what's justification for Dr. Apia in Hajia?
Asempa. Young politicians.
For the records, I'll hatch 12 minutes, so you also have 12
more
minutes.
than that. Not me time. Wakasa 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So Kasanya na me start. Oh, nyabuche. Ah, na da.
Me vajo or start.
David. Or start right.
Oya osanwa.
Oh no, that's
it. Say expose.
Oh, David.
One also require friends so umbra betraze. Sisi aye one of friends so umbra.
Oh, David. Okofa pen ne paper. Okofa pen ne paper.
It wakasa 20 minutes. Kaka me.
O betraze o abeka ju obi so obi.
E kan time ne for.
O de mention time ne. This answer sempetia. Asampa no kwani say ye amanyofo. Ye na ayama amanyosem eyedin man organa. And sometimes it me my asem titintin. I didn't know mechanism. The double standards that sometimes we play on issues and what the relevance of we politicians and for a downplay. I didn't know because once I can say Charlotte say you're complaining here. So what is the justification for this? It is in the same vein I may expect to say NDC. Anya require as a buyer or matinasi or ma point you be da. We had a cause to complain. They had a reason to justify their omoye, and can they soon or they won't cry more than they bereaved. But in omusu, no musun so any so bia. Charlotte Nsem yanka. Ye kai then a president Mahama Kache. Or Kache say it is the prerogative of the president. Google it and tell us. Check it out, cancer and answer wanka. Na saa asem na okan na ne nyina so ne sen ye kwa de ye hunyansa tro letter de mo ka kire o mo se sebe ya as stakeholders no nka opposition party no mo ne ye ndwendwen ho ne enya embra into consensus a betimi afa obi a ebeboa mpanifo se de ne menke ne bin tem no ono no de atrimoden ebaaye today they are crying na real wholesome ni say NDC for de bibi bana so mu su a they are quick to call. Asofufo okromu ankasa, ahemfo nkasa, CSO sunkasa. They are quick to be calling on people saying call for nkasa mom. Saying, let away is much ado about nothing.
But it's not the NDC pen complaining. Say CSO.
Nyambo chemeba. NDC asem na say come let and dedra and yeka. If you want us to discuss the CSOs, we'll discuss them. What they said then and now, we'll look at it. Then you see the double standard that I'm talking about. And here I'm in Okaseno. Is this the first time I'm buying the appointment of somebody to the commissioner? Charlotte said, in this contest, she was the main commissioner. This is the deputy commissioner position, and I'm a So what I say, I know Musu say no. Now who appointed the main commissioner, Krampa? Na ye suche will say, engage further. Ose da abi unti. Why no my on to aba? Charlotte say no on to aba. Charlotte say even pono say yankofa ne party card. Let's say yankofa ne party card and kofa ni amamba ambe cheso ye NDC ni kwampa. Emra ya appointing ni wie kwa ne numu kasampo eyi ni mai. What did the NDC do about it? Okay, emra ko print okoye logo for ba say osesan easy for logo. Eko ba ni say logo no eye company bi ewa amanone a similar logo and akwa no. Even when in some for a suggested man in a press conference, what in your kind? We saw it, we like it, and we chose it. The arrogance of it. And no crampono. NDC for Tanechi, Eka say, Ontonkoso, no nye de wasoye. And then almost musuzere. Asem we me and I don't want to go by the tangent. Yenyanum bikwa aka a church and penny for NDC for appointing in the past. They were known NDC people. But I mean, is the double standard in me? Asem we beto jano. Then I was tempted to think along the stretch of the NDC argument and say, oh, okay, there's a seemingly perception be say be a biases be betimi aba. Etinanka me pese me drain to say almost okay. In line of being objective, no, ebia yenuanom NDC for no case. But if you look at the double standards of it, the fact that you have appointed known persons aligned to the NDC in the past and you had no problems with it, even the NPP dealt with it, Usun and answer how anything, I know person so was saying, and no dream a boom. Like I'm saying, in line with objectivity, like I may yes say many mumpo bedrooms are, but I've realized that sebi sometimes they hunu engineer she so now where our much comma council of state. The next we always say actual comma so for and next we actual comma him.
No, they actually copied them.
Where you are. And so on so omusuban na make actual no. One more dear omusuban say just said the list no yensuncha suffer for yambo ahimfudin yambo wedi na say ana muhu ne ekoso na mutia ban mu dia mudi muhu se sampanifu no omuso wonfa so nti o say mudi omadwen che ye adwuma. In any case, let's discuss the Council of State. Council of State role oman we mu ne say a advisory role and omde mo mampani. Per the court decision and answer Supreme Court oman court bar time decision in the past they say Council of State etimi advise your mampani in such case, but where there is an advice on mampani fa or pair and offer or power on fa and nuntina make say they should go back to the drawing board and tell us what John Mahama said when he was a president. And now you are okasa or say or no dear the only boy shall be me asheni say si hunu any experience or no as a former president and also as a political positions awenya no and no boshe no de show man for no na where they were nya hu hunu it where the NDC for nya hu hunu say emra na John Mahama president no when your appointment Ghana for can one sem no catch say any prerogative et yenja no fa ni to me exercises are right no and they say to me no NDC headquarters na wada brakana se on an ancestor president Akufo-Addo to me. What kind of joke is this? They should get serious. And yamani bi omon fa agro no ento nche ne moving kwa enim. They do also ne say Ghana mamra ka say institution be independent. Does that mean say no many positions ana? More positions. And ya many ka say parliament. Why na speaker of parliament? Anya Bambagmin. Onye NDC ni. He is a known NDC person. Is the independence of parliament not guaranteed? The independence of parliament is guaranteed by law. Oh, please. I mean, come on. I mean, no. He's parliament here independent body. In the arms of government, so I said the executive is a separate institution on its own. The judiciary is an independent body. The legislature is an independent. Oh, please.
No. By election.
Please. Assembly is not in consonant with the
and it's an anusia.
Inconsistent.
No. Nanusia
it's bagging there
the fact that Naziru, the fact to say we won't does not mean that he can't make his point. Allow him.
Okay.
Why? Commit to us.
You see, it's an independent body, and it's being headed by an NDC. Your friends and speaker.
By election.
Oh,
the parliament
what is your point? Short way. It is agitations. And a political discourse sometimes. My DNTO, I'm our country. I'm so many comedy. So what I say. In the end, so ye ne juma to say no. The reason why I'm bringing in this angle of argument is say, there's some corner about me to me. Say what chin parliament they are sharing this in sana. Is he not able to discharge his constitutionally mandated duty? Onye. I mean, what kind of joke is this? I say one appointment, Ghana cannot have peace and move on. Say then. And this in and your account radio so now. Bagman on cancer more radio so. Holding ministerial position under the NDC government. Today, is he not sitting as a speaker of parliament? Well, until me exercising the duty as a speaker. So what kind of agrona sometimes in any case, we the NPP we've won elections under all appointed electoral commissioners by the NDC and the PNDC. Your elections are winning okromo nyina, with the exception of the 2020 elections. Ningina, you winning ningina under electoral commissioners appointed by the NDC, and we won massively with huge differences than the NDC has ever won elections in Ghana. So what is the point? They should channel their energies into telling us what they can do for us as Ghanaians. No munja is a dede no. Na ya de bibia bebrobia. Because some my team winning elections under ASA. That's okay. It will be another. I know what you on. On this John Mahama and I'm say, or the radios say, a young person of Mulusu 2020 elections. Meanwhile, they were on the street, burning ties, inciting people's children to engage in violence. Only for him to be telling us today, say, a year pass of Mulusu 2020 elections. It's good. I'm going to say opposition, so you then Yamia says Mugusu opposition. Yamia or Ma Mulusu election, or Bekoswa Molusu elections in Ghana. Because that is where they deserve. And they are Musuche, say, Enko, Nayenko can 170 and discusses our issues. You ask yourself, say, even East, Ankasa. In fact, Mamimbubo certain specific names. Amadou Sule. Complaints, Ben, just Google it. Complaints from the NPP about Amadou Sule. Nesha adie. One find a term of service and bury here. So what is the point? And the Omomaya soon kwedidi. Asemba kuma ka. What is important? Ni say Nipana ya appointing na Obano. Obe making sure say obe discharging the duty faithfully. That should be your concern. Nani panika itina mi catch us say Charlotte say oba ni adia ni sune ne ban a oye kra no na grossly no a chess obia oye extremely partisan. Yet still we granted her because no more an appointment nevi. So what is the point again? Nadia why ye bida and yes a first time punyu why ya no. Another government is in place today, and today you want to cry more than they bereaved. Now see any day. The CNC kete mom, and I am poor mucho, and I am young day. Almost how mo because the omo appointment in your baby. And the people, I'm telling you the truth. Yeah. Appointment in your baby. What we look up to is the faithful discharge of duty by these appointees or these commissioners. And only here they share him. Na ya wo mpeto any sebi Nsem keka any wo Nsem abeka na sebi yetimi appointed even other people to me head the other institutions, all these people more appointed. Is it because they are not color branded? In any case, the omo kaninya, what is the legal argument? Sebi nyina so pa ne saying. So we feel so nyina so on court. They should go and disprove the appointment. Say you can go to corner court bad time catch or say or man penny need 2 minutes of BS appointment 80 on appointment and I say only ni panifio no man penny if you think he has a legal basis go to court. They first told us only go to court. He came from them. The list of Montiasia Monco court. Montiasia Monco court. What I say even Charlotte say decisions are ordinary person, a reasonable person knows say sa decision we say crown and was say otimi take netimi boa commission the crown. People had to drag her to court before she would take those decisions. During Charlotte says time, you are happy defending her, you are excited talking about her because he came from John Mahama. Now can I say the MPP had problem with Charlotte say yes, and what did you do? What was your stance on it?
60 seconds. Why
has your stance changed today? Is it not double standard? And why do you want us to support your double standard? That's what I'm saying. Say me as NSDA. Now in the beginning, I was tempted to think, say, okay, in line with perception. But perception is not reality. Say na yen yanum NDC for can be obi betimi adwen say ebia susuampa say san omo pese omo tag no say omu saa ene na ebia nipa na dwumadie no kan ebia enwie peye. But perception is not reality. And you are the same people in the past when such perceptions and sentiments were raised about Charlotte or say, would you nyansa bekache say a prerogative just who to me say obey sa appointment no. Ye de ya cheche yense guyechi. Eti eni to me ade ebeji tumi no efi o Madabraka headquarters no ansa na president Akufo-Addo etimi aye sa appointment
NSC akome
sa patekun komo we obi ni udi a wa asempa we be ode asempa nyambo chena 20 minutes
oh David Mebacho what time aso Mebacho time ne dia me chene pepe me da say NSC akome representing MPP well the krata na NDC for Trokoma Council of State address to the chairman is signed by our national chairman Johnson Esiedu Nketia Oma copy His Excellency Nana-Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo the chairman National Peace Council the chairperson Electoral Commission the European Union Observer Team the African Union Observer Team, the President, Catholic Bishops Council, the Chairman, Christian Council, His Excellency, the American Ambassador, Embassy of the US of A, Accra. Okay, and someone will keep you
it is their format.
No.
It is their format.
Al-Hajj, the next round, you have 4 minutes. It's 10-4, 10-8, Magic. Thank you. Let's they say what's so man. And your 4 minutes, yes.
Good.
I'll hatch Dwaso.
That is very obvious. Say MPP for I am arguing say I do more panel and no more bay, irrespective of the law. Or share Mranwa Emma Electoral Commission to me or Mudi Jumanwa. O call Emra Ponimu, some random Munuano, Emma Womo independent. Say, Cass will be an independent. And don't because Omo party a Juma. Any elections, I have a party, political parties. They say you're independent.
Institution independent.
Dom a cool way, and I say dom a cool way. Na say Emreaba. Na amount of raise concern. Na they are toho. Why you say in the case of Ochoa, why you say, or a member of communication team, or a member of regional say, or a card bearer member, or a teen patron. Then you can NS when you're crying. Ghana for you. When to me and can't change and some you can and yes sir. Na prove no other events.
And so some wasting me energy or whether
NS what's the man in Casa?
You see how hypocrite you be boy.
The Bajo Casa. Nazir Dwaso.
Who are now what she said she say no how and you know your host but what be yen she say and she say no so to me this so
medisu Dwaso.
Hey MPP4. Enti when to me bio we no man kan kire Ghana for say papa we ye NPP ni asoma ye kan ye no kure na ne obeka ne say appointment na ba obi antimi ye bibi mfa ho na me ka me kire o say this statement no goes along obi biara otie yen can decipher between the aye kan and the wo kan and see say why ya said you wonim say yen democracy no yen as individual ya said say ye bebo ho ban ya said in the constitution. And it's a woman ready so by just because we person in Kuminya being in power by all means. Now all can say ya. Then people will not also be wrong to also take the laws into their own hands and decide that this is how we are going to do to ensure that we will also come back to power. If this is your position, waka Charlotte Nsem aka kusi. There is not up to today. I mean, not a single individual. What we are trained such a lot to say MPP, unlike what we have done with Etienne and Hajia. We have proven ya this pepe where you prove say omo MPP for. Namum Charlotte say no essence John Ramani Mahama Breso no yebeyi vacancy abanjo also we mo say onko further consultation. Mo say mo onko further consultation. Na mo de abedu mu so no mo nya further consultation. Me no one enyatu. Me no one enyatu. Yes, I mean, what some say Charlotte Sabre no Nana-Addo can say yen further on John Mahama ye further consultation. Oh, I'm raponi moi. One baby infinite say John Mahama ye further consultation. Now president be on here. What say one Council of State and your consultation. Now some consultation na John Mahama ye o ye Charlotte say. Charlotte Nsem buy you know just because John Mahama na yi nti mo de amadwen mu obeye bibi e de amawo de aboa John Mahama.
But it's the same consultation on the appointment way so
and after the consultation
they acted on the advice.
After the consultation it has come out say ye MPP for card bearing members of MPP for mienu electoral commission after the consultation be na ye Who did what? When they due diligence said nipa ye you omo ye show mo background so na be ye omo ebe ye commissioners and that's omo ejuma nimu ye refie obia ni omo enya asem.
Naziru, what's the fear of the NDC?
The fear of the NDC is the obliterating and also obliteration of our democracy, democratic processes. No, you're obliterating. Yes, saying that is the fear. Yes, saying when to say or China Mesubeba. Now, I say, don't get here chairman of the electoral commissioner. You sitting there as an independent journalist. Say you expect fairness from I say, don't get here to the MPP people in the issue of election. That is the question we're asking. And this gentleman is equally like I said, a card-bearing member, publicly known. Ajia is the same card-bearing member, publicly known members of MPP. So, now I'm saying, me fear. If MPP had fear, when Charlotte Osei is being appointed by an NDC president, so why shouldn't we have problem today? Even when Charlotte Osei was not NDC, just because NDC president. The president was on the party NDC and all your appointment, they had problem.
Nazir, time as well.
So one more problem with that. Why shouldn't we have problem today when the MPP president is appointing MPP?
Thank you, Alhaji Nazir.
Why shouldn't we have problem?
Oh, time as well. Me.
Yeah, Asempa. The fact that we did not waste our energies to go and bring evidences to show, say, Charlotte Osei, NDC and NDC ni. And as aligned to the NDC, no, it doesn't mean say on your NDC.
But if you had one,
come on, please. Well, on say maybe about the mono, on say maybe about
Naziru, this is vague. But some will be uncommonly by.
Near make a choice say Charlotte say she's more than a Sedun Ketia. It's in the analogy, no. Oh, Mammy, come on. I won't tolerate this. Please. No, accept it.
Naziru is a no. Don't interrupt him.
Even when he's
no. So please, you jot it down. When is Dana, I will allow you, but not when no, Naziru,
like we are proving
it's a no. Allow him to flow. It's a no. Thank you.
Charlotte Osei was more than Esiedun Ketia.
In what sense?
The only difference is that Esiedun Ketia was sitting in an official position of the NDC. This is the Charlotte Osei. After journalists collated elections when it was obvious that the NPP has won massively, close to 1 million votes in the crown, she was having it difficult to come out to declare the elections. Okay, because of her own personal sentiments.
So pause there. Since our year commissioners, so how would you describe a commissioner? A catch a journalist say I will announce results here. Go there. Now journalists are called Gadawa we channel announce the results from a different source. How would you describe that?
How would I describe that? But there can be a change in plan.
and that cannot be communicated.
How? That can be communicated exactly.
Okay.
So, but those can be deemed under administrative issues.
Okay.
So what I say, how does that establish a bias? But we are talking about an instance where almost 2 days, not journalists for Etimi Akoletiewi, Ama said this is where the thing stands, and she was finding it difficult. Etina make a choice say, Sebi says, Siedun Ketia, NDC niya, no NDC ni se Oshatare, NDC party office, official position. But on yet different than Charlotte Osei, yet we work under her. It is because the independence of the commission is established. And yen dipana obet na ono, ane bibi. Sebi Charlotte Osei, oh no na o taking decision na. Yen say decision o taking. It's a biased decision. We went to court and the court affirmed the decision. I just said the year cannot sign it here. Imna no bibia catch and say NHIS card is not a means of establishing one's citizenship into only female. Okay, Bibiana or Nsem share Ghana 46 and Opibia. Somebody took her to court. She accepted it. And now certain political parties, so what I say, filing or nomination or say or depend on certain pertinent issues, clear or mufimuno, just to the advantage of the NDC. Those people went to court for her biases and the court dismissed her decision. That is what I'm talking about. establish authorities. Enti sabi obetana na say won share NDC atare and obi ani mu NDC card intino ene onye NDC ni a. What is more NDC than this? Yes, though, because the independence of the commission is guaranteed, we respected that the commission will be independent and we will work under it. We won massively. That point must not be belabored. I know no kaze yen time you say me say omunye nanado ka so omunye consultation and omanye consultant adentina yen so this time around ya anye sa me say the aduane ben kane no de timodin buy. You did it under your own watch. You did not see anything wrong with it. Today, and now usu say and saw him. Dede kwa baby enu obi abe so mu. So what I say, I know can't be so say I didn't men deny say papa ni this in MPP ni min deny nyede. I am telling you that whether or your MPP ni or your NDC ni from your own argument in the past, it is immaterial and inconsequential. Because why the can't catch say a prerogative of President Mahama so no be appointment. Nedu Akufo-Addo so dia umbra mo party headquarters. No me who Johnson esi edun ketia. No me di futu mfini nchen. What kind of joke is that? Sana ye take a decision. Echese wankasa nipa nankasa unye straightforward. Na oka somewhere now ochina na wasesa wano. Ka mimi na me ye NDC ni a. Ka me sa topic we kwa friend me say me metina radio so an ka me be can be. Considering the fact say I played that double standard role. Those days, and now make a choice. Mimi dear, the reason why it will not matter to me, say Nipano or MPP ni or not, and say even where you people have done appointments in the past, like I'm saying, NPP have won under your friend is saying from 92 EBABC we are more appointed Dr. Afarijan. We won 2000 election. Yeah, winning 8 years straight. And that Charlotte say, no, Dino Gangaliana, she was so dismissive of every relevant issue. No, we still won elections massively in this country. And and found Nipa Kona, John Mahama Denebetina on, you still win, and we won. And we've proven it. We've done it. It's there. The record is there. And the child says, Suno Musuno, and Momna, Asampa Medemanucino. You see, sir, on my format, ye nyatra. So, Bibiki to our normal 22 man per America. Normal cultural letter. Civil society, Mumma Kasabi, as offer for me Kasabi. I inform also me the cancer was say it has always been their format. They should rather learn to be responsible in their discussion and forget about calling people into their own discussions to discuss their own mess.
60 minutes after 10. Adom 106.3 FM. This year, we are joining a special good morning and come out. Well, I'm share with Facebook a few messages. I'll say, Jomo. Or say, why not leave the appointment of EC officials in the hands of the commission as a body to end this periodic cacophony of hoots and cackles, especially from opposing parties and the likes of my uncle. Okay, right. May I say, and Piaga say Ghanaians love and trust MPP more than NDC. May I say Isaac Atta or say NDC members, Ghanaians need peace. Watching you, may I say Bebre. And this one says good morning. We also say good morning. I like the submission of Alhaji Naziru. Indeed, tell NS Yaukumi, because today they are in power and they've done it, so he sees nothing wrong with it. But when they were in opposition and it was done by the NDC, they were crying here and there.
Is that not the same point I was making?
Okay, thanks for a few messages.
The same point as
Naziru was 60 seconds on this one because we need to move on.
Correct. Very simple. Me all kind to try to make Charlotte say NDC. The fact is, Charlotte Osei was dismissive of,
all relevant decisions.
Suggestions MPP for Aye. She's been dismissive of that suggestion or your NPP, no, your NDC. I mean, that is all. That is what it means. Now, says how to the other end, say, Yabeka say, Mamino, this is and so Jin Mensa. And I mean, no, because NDC and to me, I park
because you are lazy.
I am a decision.
You're lazy. Yet, me say, General Secretary, a catcher and say, I didn't know a casa or Serento on foreign P. Today, it happened. It is if dismissing your suggestions and Emma will be a political party affiliated, then the measure is more MPP than anybody because by your own suggestion. Besides that, now we can double standards. Now, we are NDC in Ukraine. I catch us and come back to Tenase. I won't be Tenase and Kasa because it is double standard. Now, my business was a double standard and what you are saying. And I net one Kasa wa bet na nipa wo catch you will be said. Nidia no won ni prove kura say nipa na party no just because only no na be compete and akwenya ba obey appointment into onye further consultation now na wo why you had problem with this appointment without consulting you wabra emre bia nka say on consulting now na wo edu so now wo yi party for e dey aba na wa bet na say defend this position then I don't know what else you mean by double standard no so because it is so obvious you don't even know your left from your right. All that you are interested in is win election by any means necessary. But my men can be any MP before you know. The worst are to win election. And only say even in the coalition center, you be book to win election. But omonso enim to ensure that we win election by any means necessary. That they don't know, but we will know what they can do. Into a montrance and general, so one more yom to obey papa, some in the Akikamo, yen, and I will call a kun now wouldn't opponent. Now opponent any more. You stand an advantage.
No, but what makes you think they almost name what you can do?
Oh, no, because I say, you're mobile.
But this is not the first election I have.
Correct.
Yeah, having election. So they know what the NDC too can do.
Taking people's life at coalition center. That is the West, and you won't be that throughout the election. The West they have done in our election process is to kill people at coalition center and turn results into their favor. That is the worst they can do. But they also to protect the election and ensure say election will be won fairly and justly, they have no idea. So we stand advantage. Let's go. But
that's it. That's it. Yeah, me too.
Sometimes in some people are kakra. Mami can see supi say, yeah, NPP4. We don't need to be violent. We don't need to kill anybody to win elections. We have won elections genuinely in this country, and we don't even win elections with controversial margins to say the NDC has always suffered to win in this country. Until we don't need to go by that way. Nemono, me de bia me kache onipe bia otina radio so a okasa te sesa na menu na si kasa hin. As if say they have something under their sleeves. Efutu aya me de mo money say wotina ufie na udwa wenum. So bomb the state will bring armory, the state will bring armor cars, the state will bring all its accoutrement like to disarm the bomb correct. That you have like in your house. It is so ye bema bibria yakujao. It yontina non kanche say they have something under their sleeves that we don't know. Na se mini now the state in its own protective capacity e decide say woba no aba be detonate sa bomb na o say show fie na no e no aba cry foul e don't on kan memasem say we don't know what is under their sleeve na wo kasa we na yera Brian ebeka kasa bi chemu say sa huhu ne hyehye na mo ye za mo ye mema no say mo try ye bekun agyamu a na musu wo be so uti beti nobody will mind you because it has no basis. So what is so kasa now you have an equal response. You have to take it under your sleeves. Because what is important is that elections is not show of strength and show of force. Even in government, we continue to espouse policy positions It instead of from the Omahuadin Beko violence and intro esono. Woman for money ain't seen Yama Ghana for Bejia to say, and this is a better alternative than the incumbent. No munja is a to trust them no. A to trust them be no amount of a to trust them and a bit me MPP for in government. It will never happen. Even in opposition, we don't accept that. We don't succumb to that. How much more in government? It won't nipa kono. So why Jane was there? Would you run here to trust them be and a code incoming elections now? To muneda. Because you will be disappointed and you will fail at the last hour. I had to say akwara wo kwa exams. Now I throw apo edishe obotom. Now go do na apo na antwe. Na afi wa report or no asan be for party supporters. No matie gu monten so no mo shitais na ebi mu prepare na ekowiechia we say abani na prepare. The NDC must learn to be responsible. And when they are responsible, there will be peace in our elections. Okay.
And that's me that say Alhaj final submission. No problem. What's me chatwo?
Me masa chatwo me share near koso my Ghana yemu. Akwa se Ghana fu nyina yembo mpa kese. Esanse yenya ban ya wono de ne pesa me nkunya no ya tra baby a enyina yenim say at least acceptable limit no atra na ban sa no so a na e o how kese ma o my Ghana nyina yan sore waka na yan share sapo munsu yenya kokuduro no en kansere mpanyinfo se baby tochima yan kanentem Sanya NDC, ya kanu CC and tentemara because ya say appointment ya kosu ya kasa civil society ya kasa abain be responde AC form be responde inti was say ye de call the appropriate body ye Council of State na womo so ehwe yeti womonum nsem efa nwoma kosu na o hie gwe nyina awie na wenya response. Then clearly it tells you where 1 year we're in the position of authority wants to direct this country towards. Now, yes, we were said here as a people to ensure say you can't on mine could be beer MYA. I will say sorry waka. Eji o mine it's an say yena nanom AAB emre just a brofo ebeji mine sorry waka. Yena nanom AAB emra na asojafo na ewuli o man no omo sore waka mate medase say about democracy mu na yenya pen
Alhaj thank you one ransom and let's commit me battle
yeah said yes say you be sore waka
thank you Alhaj yeah
what is good for the geese is good for the gander mpenifo say asempetia enti yenu anom NDC for ni emeka che o man say next time no omo we for nsa na omo hwe omo de. So what I say, because you've made similar appointments in the past, your advice, you never adhere to it. We worked under that regime. We worked under that regime. We were successful. We were successful. We were successful. We were not just successful. We were overly successful. We will continue to be successful. And what makes us successful is that we have something for Ghanaians to hold on to.
Thank you.
They should go for Ghanaians to hold on to.